Hi FPO managers, how are we doing? I hope you had a decent game week 11 because I know it was a terrible game week, probably the worst game week of the season so far. Lowest scoring average point, 38 points, lower than game week 9, which was initially the game week from hell. It had 40 points average in game week 9, but game week 11 has just taken over that mantle. And I think, guys, I'm quite lucky because it's back-to-back green arrow for me without playing a white card or any time in the season. I've only used my free hit chip, so right now I'm looking forward to play the white card. Actually, it is activated. I will be showing you lot my white card team in this video, and on this video we'll be having a quick review on game week 11, quick talking points, what teams really disappointed, because I feel certain teams didn't deliver points and that's why it was low scoring. For example, the Crystal Palace Brighton game, which ended goalless. I think that was one of the games that solidified the game with being a low scoring game, because a lot of people are quite invested in players like Mateta. I personally had Ismail Assar in my team. People are invested in Welbeck, Minte. So if that one particular game doesn't go well, it could easily ruin the game week. So guys, keep it locked to the video. We'll be talking about game week 11 team review. We'll look at fixture difficulty ratings. There's a big fixture swing for a lot of good teams, so we'll talk about what teams you should be targeting, which of their players are likely to make it to your teams or should make it to your teams. Also, we'll look at the expected points of the players ahead of game week 12, and also I will show you my white card teams. And guys, the white card team is not going to be completely locked in because we would still listen for injury news, whatever developments could happen while they're on international break, and make adjustments to our team. But right now I'm very pleased with this team and I'm happy to show you what I've come up with on a white card. All right, FPL managers, thank you for keeping it locked to this point in the video. So if you're not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're also following us on TikTok. We do a deadline live stream on TikTok, so if you've got a headache with your team for the game week, so that last hour before the deadline, you can obviously join the live stream, ask your questions. There are managers that are happy to engage with you, not just me. There's people that are happy to answer your questions. You've got captaincy headache, you've got transfer headache. Who do you want to bring in? I'm sure there are people there that will be glad to help you with those questions. So kindly make sure you subscribe and follow us on TikTok. So guys, before I go into the fixture difficulty rating from game week 12 upwards, and before I have a look at the players' expected points for game week 12 and then unveil my wildcard team to you, I would say let's quickly do this game week 11 points review, which happened to be the lowest average points for a game week so far this season. Is taking over from game week 9, which was initially the lowest. Game week 9 had an average points of 40. This week has an average points of 38. So guys, I would say I dodged the bullet by not captaining Jarrod Bowen, because I know in my last video I mentioned I was going to make a transfer of Bowen into my team and probably make him the game week captain. I'm happy I didn't do that. I dodged the bullet. I was of the opinion that just having Bowen in the team is actually enough, to get his differential point. That's if he had returned, rather than forcing the responsibility of game week captain on him. So guys, that thought alone made me take away the captaincy from Bowen and I gave it to someone else, and I'm happy we just about managed to be on the side of the green arrow. So back-to-back green arrows, 45 points before the game week we play a white card is quite encouraging. It's positive. So well, it was a blank from a lot of the players that we had high hopes for, and I think this is the reason why it was a bang low average points game week. So blank from Raya in goal, blank from Timber. So the double Arsenal returning 2 points, 2 players 2 points. So if you had triple Arsenal, you probably had 3 points. And some people were so daring, they actually captained player like Gabriel, some actually captained Raya. I don't know why they would do that, but I choose to stick to being a typical template FPL manager that would only captain a player on set pieces or a player that's actually got a chance of scoring goals, which will probably be an attacking player. So like I say, FPL has never been a game where captains, defenders are an option for captains, but this season has sort of changed that narrative, with defenders returning 9, 10, 13 points, 11 points, at 12 points when they do get clean sheets and DEFCON and all that. Is a season we can actually consider them. But guys, it takes just one goal to wipe out the entire points you're expecting to get from your defender. So it's quite It's a risky one. It's a very dicey one if you're playing that way. And I would always, if you follow me, I would always talk my managers out of captaining a defender. I'll always talk you out of it. So guys, and the rest of the team did pretty fairly. I'm glad my captaincy pick went very well. Talking about João Pedro, he got that goal plus 1 point bonus. Actually, he had 3 points more than Erling Haaland, so I'm happy that went positive. It was a game week to actually go differential captain against Haaland, and I'm happy this went very well for me. Haaland, of course, with that penalty miss, a -2, he still managed to score a goal, but yeah, delivering just 4 points, probably 8 points as a captain for the game week. So that's really good for us. Another talking point will be Dewsbury's Hall's lost points on the bench. Guys, this quite hurt me, but I won't say it hurt me that much because his only other points returned in the season, which was in game week 3, where he returned 12 points. I indeed had him in my team. So up until this point, he's always like blanked, you know, here and there. So I'm happy I did get his points earlier. But yeah, I won't beat myself about losing that 9-pointer. But if that had been in my team, that would be 54 points. And maybe I had just taken the risks of playing Esteve instead of playing Diouf, another 3-pointer. So maybe 57 points for the game week would push the rank really high up there. So guys, that's it being said. The team came up with 45 points, and yeah, I'm gonna take you over now to the fixture difficulty rating. FPL managers, thank you for keeping it locked to this point in the video. So quick one, this is the fixture difficulty rating. We're gonna have a quick look on the tabs and just talk about what teams look really nice. So guys, in my opinion, I still like the Arsenal fixture, but the next 3 games are very tricky for them. So I think I was kind of invest on other players, especially those of us that are on a cheap, like a Wildcard, or if you want to play a free hit, I would kindly avoid them and go for other teams. Like Villa has also got a good run of games. They only have Arsenal game as the red ticked game right there, you know. And then you can also look at Bournemouth, good run of game. I really do fancy the run of game for Bournemouth, West Ham, Sunderland, Everton, Chelsea, Man United, Burnley, Brentford. Practically all the way to game week 18, you can invest in the Bournemouth players. It's a bit of a hit or miss as well, but I think you can actually invest in them because they should be able to bust some of those games. They should be able to bust it in some of those games. Brighton, I like the Brighton matchup as well. I like the lineup of games. They only have Liverpool as the red ticked fixture. And yep, up until game week 17, I think you can absolutely rock with the Brighton squad. I don't really like the Chelsea's run of games, especially not like you can't invest in them. You can, but the fact that teams like Palace, you know, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, if I want to go further down, teams like Liverpool, Man City, which is the reason I'm wildcarding right now this time of the season, as well as Man United have got great fixtures. So why not look to rather have 1 or 2 players from each of these teams rather than squeezing investments on a Chelsea that have got like a 50-50 fixture. So in my opinion, I think the teams with the best fixture run from now until game week 19 or 18. 18 Liverpool play Wolves, 19 they play Leeds United. So I think up until game week 19, the teams with a better fixture, in my opinion, will have to first of all tick Liverpool. You want to start investing on Liverpool assets. You don't want to sleep on the Man City assets either. They've got Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham, Sunderland, Crystal Palace, West Ham. I love those run of games. And they've got Sunderland in game week 19. I really do love those run of games, guys. I'll say do not sleep on those games. Do not sleep on those fixture runs. So well, I hope this little bit of information on the fixture difficulty rating helps you. I can't go too much into details mentioning what players we should go for, but I'm sure by now the season has been going so positively well at the moment. A lot of managers should have an idea what players they can go for from certain teams in their FPL teams. So well, that would be my pick. I can just summarize it. My picks for the fixture run that are really decent is Arsenal, Aston Villa, Bournemouth United should be there. Brighton's decent run of games as well. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, do not sleep on them. I would have loved to take Newcastle in there as well, but their form is so inconsistent. I really can't advise people to, you know, go to Newcastle assets. So guys, quick one now, from the away from the fixture difficulty rating, I'm going to show you lots expected points for the game week. So Haaland is expected 5.7 points. So this involves your expected goal involvement, shots on targets, you know, chances of an assist and stuff like that. If your player is on set piece, they consider all that and put it together on to mention his expected points. And if he's a defender, they also consider the chances of a clean sheet, chances of getting DEFCON returns to measure his expected points. So highest for the game week is Erling Haaland on 5.7, closely followed by Mo Salah on 5.5, excuse me guys, and then Bukayo Saka 4.9, Bruno Fernandes 4.7 expected points. I like that one for him. So if you want to still invest on Bruno and Mbumo, they are decent holds. Mbumo 4.5, I like it. Semenyo 4.8, a little bit higher than Mbumo, I don't know how. Maybe because he's got a chance of taking penalties. Mateta obviously on penalty, rated 4.9 for the game week, decent. I think João Pedro was rated 5.0, and Jared Bowen rated 3.5, quite low. I don't believe that. João Pedro rated 5, so that's 5.0, decent for a game week where a lot of managers wouldn't be having him in their team. So I mean, a lot of people are either free hitting, wildcarding João Pedro out of their team, or doing a transfer to get either a Mateta or even a Thiago in their team right now, because those are the guys with the fixture run anyways. So guys, that's it from the fixture difficulty rating players to target. If you want to go for Evan Nielsen, I think you could as well go for him. The fixtures are nice for Bournemouth United. He's back fit again. He was involved in the last game week, but I do think he would rotate with Kropi Jr. because I do personally like Kropi Jr. and I think he's got enough in his enough credits to keep his side in the team. So guys, I'll take you now to my wildcard team. Keep it locked. Alright, FPL managers, thank you for keeping it locked. I'm quite excited about this one. I'm all smiles, as you can see already. I'm so excited to show you my wildcard team. It's a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, a lot of changes have been done already. Matter of fact, I've recorded this wildcard video twice. So initially when I recorded the video, I had a different team, and now I've settled for this team. So in goal I have Henderson right now. Henderson, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Initially my goalkeeper of choice was Donnarumma because I fancied the Man City fixture run. I couldn't really invest on a particular Man City defender, so I felt investing in their goalkeeper as a route to defensive points was the perfect way to do it. But over time, due to squad budget, trying to fit in certain other players in the team to make a decent bench as well, I had to get rid of Donnarumma from the team. He was 5.7, Henderson is 5.0. So well, I did chop and change here and there, and well, in the defense we come up with Jurgen Timber, the Arsenal defender. He's keeping his place in my team. I have Virgil van Dijk. I feel he's a route into Liverpool's expected points. Guys, do not sleep on Liverpool defense. I think they would do a job. You don't want to sleep on Van Dijk when he's got Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds United lined up for him, and at the same time he's got Brighton, Tottenham, Wolves, Leeds. I mean, we could easily even start to do a double Liverpool investment right now from this point in the season. Who else do I want to talk about? So I decided to hold on to Konsa. I feel he's got a chance as well. Initially I went for Matty Cash, but I do feel he's got a chance. They've kept a few clean sheets all season. I think they've kept 4 clean sheets so far. Talking about Crystal Palace, for Aston Villa, for a team that has been struggling. So I think I want to be invested there. They've got Leeds, Wolverhampton, Brighton. Arsenal is a red ticked fixture, but then they have West Ham United, Man United, Chelsea, and with the form they have right now, I think they have a chance. In my midfield, guys, a little bit to talk about. I've gone for Ismail Assar. I like his run of games. Everyone already knows, I've mentioned this so many times. Palace run of games, we should be investing in them. If you want to go double Palace defense, quite risky, but yeah, you can, which I have done. And then I've kept Granit Xhaka in the team. This, I would say, is a bit of a budget related transfer on a white card. He's quite cheap and he's enabling my team. That's why I have him on. But guys, it's a no-brainer to have Xhaka in your team. He is returning points week in, week out. I mean, there is no drought in his side. He's doing way better than a lot of premium FPL assets that we do not even that we look at and we do not even know about him doing this job. So it's been 3-4-4, 5-4, 9-3, 5-2, 10. You know, when the player doesn't return 2 points, he's definitely done more than his game week points. The game week points, if you play 90 minutes, is 2 points a year. So Xhaka has got only 1 2-point return all season. So that means he's either giving you DEFCON, getting clean sheets, or he's proper giving you goals and assist points. So I want to really have him in my team. I fancy Xhaka there. Even though I want to play bench boost, I don't mind having Xhaka on a bench boost against either Liverpool or Man City. It doesn't sound ideal. Either against Bournemouth or Liverpool, because I play my bench boost in game week 13 or 14, not 15. And then in the attack, guys, I've gone with Thiago, I've gone with Haaland, I've gone with Welbeck. Thiago, I do fancy his run of games. He seems to have a fixture right there, a form about him right now. He's playing really well. He's got what, 8, 5, 5, 5, 2, and 13 points in his last run of games. That's quite steady from a player that plays for Brentford. Quite steady returns for a striker from Brentford. So I'm happy to have him in my team. On the bench is Dubravka, the Burnley goalkeeper. I like that the fact that they could keep a clean sheet when they want to keep a clean sheet. So I'm happy to have him in my team. Szoboszlai, this is a bit is open to change. I mean, I could do, instead of Szoboszlai, he's on 4 yellow cards right now, so I could easily invest on another player, probably Man City assets. The only thing that's keeping me away from Man City assets is the rotation in that team, but otherwise I could do a Szoboszlai to a Doku. Doku is cheaper with 0.3 million. Doku is 6.3 or 6.4 right now. I'm happy to go with Doku, or at the same time I could get, with the money from Szoboszlai, I think I could squeeze in a certain decent player like an Ndiaye, but I just don't like his run of games. I mean, he's on set piece, so I'm happy to have such a player. He's on penalties. I do have another player in mind that I like the Aston Villa midfield assets like Buendia, Daniel Marlin. Even though he doesn't have minutes in his watch, I think he's gonna start gradually having more game time. So these are people that you can easily consider in your team. So guys, there's not much time in this video now, and I'm trying to keep it quite decent and not too long, the video for this game week, because I might just drop another video before the start of game week 12. But for now, I do fancy this team on the white card, and I think for game week 12, my game week captain, I might go against Erling Haaland. I feel right now every game week you can go against Haaland and it would help your rank. It's like kind of a little expo, a little cheat, so you can climb and gain rank. But then it all lies on your captaincy pick of the game week returning points, you know, and if possible getting your haul of points will be really decent. So guys, I'm probably sticking to this 4-3-3 formation. Is there any player I would love to squeeze in the lineup? Probably Szoboszlai, but then for who do I send back to the bench? I think Aston Villa against Leeds, they are quite due a clean sheet in that game. Leeds don't look too attacking. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, one of their top number 9s, is injured at the moment, so perhaps Konza will have a lovely day. 50-50 for the Timber against Tottenham. Is a London derby. I really don't expect a clean sheet there. Neither do I expect much attacking return from during Timber. So easily I could do Szoboszlai, substitute for Timber. But guys, it is Arsenal FC. You do not want to play your cards against their defense, so I'd rather have Timber. And like I mentioned, Szoboszlai is still a bit of a doubt in my team. He could become Doku. If he becomes Doku, then I play Doku every game, pretty much every game week, because I think he's a starter for Man City now. Not necessarily 90 minutes player, but definitely a starter for his club. So guys, I do feel this is a decent team ahead of game week 12. Chelsea, Burnley is the first fixture of the game week. So 22nd November, still about 7 days from now. I'm recording this on Saturday the 15th of November, on the 15th of November, Saturday. Well, and the last game will be 24th November, Man United Everton, and I'm not invested in either of those teams. So who knows, I might squeeze in an Everton defender, maybe a Man United attacker. That's if I decide not to go with Mo Salah on this draft. I could easily bring in Bukayo Saka or Mbeumo, you know, easily make a strong team still. But I want to go with Salah. I feel starting with Salah, if things don't go right, you could easily chop down on him, maybe go Salah to Mbeumo, depending if he's not returning and Mbeumo is banging, or you know, Salah to Saka, depending if he's not returning and Saka is banging. So easily, I like the price value of Salah because he could just easily cough out 4 million for you to look after your team. So well, I think I've said a lot already. In the initial white card I put out, I had a third striker that wasn't playing, Krupi Jr., or rather he's got limited minutes. So I was playing Krupi Jr. and that meant I was going to be playing 3-5-2 or 4-4-2 every game week, and I just didn't like the idea of that. So I felt I want to squeeze in a third striker on my white card draft, which is what I did by introducing Welbeck. So I had to do a lot of chops here and there, you know, but I also want to have Szoboszlai in the team. I want to have Ismail Assar. So I think I had to do a lot of chops here and there just to come up with this team. So guys, let me know what you think about my wildcard team in the comment section. Tell me what players you think I should have in this team, guys. I really want to gain rank. I want to climb back up. Not too down, but I want to like really proper gain rank. For somebody who finished in the top 1%, top 2k last season, I think I want to at least finish inside the top 100k or top 50k this year. So let me know what you think, who you think I can bring in on a transfer on this wildcard team. So guys, thank you for engaging and keeping it locked to this video until the very end. I appreciate you and I hope you enjoyed it. I might bring another video up before the start of the game week 12, but then I hope this is decent enough information for every FPL manager out there. Thank you for watching and see you all next time. Take care.